Hello everyone and welcome to Nervous Nessie. Now, there are many different components when it comes to traveling. You have your transportation, you have your lodging, where you're going to sleep, but you also have a major component, and that is food. Everyone has to eat and drink while they're traveling. So today I wanted to share with you some travel hacks when it comes to food. You're going to want to watch this video all the way through to when I get to the last tip, because I promise you haven't thought of it and you're going to love this tip. So stay tuned. This first hack I've actually mentioned in a video before, and that is when you get to the airport, just know that the food on the plane is cheaper than the food in the airport. You can order your food ahead of time for your flight to make sure you get what you want, and it is a lot cheaper than ordering food in one of the restaurants at the airport. If you don't want a lot of food, maybe you just want snacks, the same thing applies. You can get free snacks on the plane. They usually give out the little pretzels. If that's not your thing, then a lot of flights have snack options that you can purchase that are a lot cheaper than the snack options in the airport. Another hack when it comes to flying and ordering your food ahead of time is that you can order a special meal. You can order maybe lactose-free or vegan or kosher. Different airlines have different options, but look for the options for the special meal accommodations. This could actually broaden your options. Maybe you're not vegan, but you're thinking, I want something different than what they have on the menu. Look at the vegan options. Just know that those options are there for you and you can order from them without any reason why you're ordering from the special menu. Great way to save money when it comes to traveling is to bring food from home. Bring snacks from home. Now, obviously, you want to check ahead of time to make sure that what you are bringing is okay. Remember the liquids rule. If it is spreadable, then you cannot take it unless it is in 3 ounces or less. So things like peanut butter or any kind of condiments, those are going to be part of that 3-ounce rule. So bring snacks that will match the rules that TSA has. You can put them in little bags and take them on your flight and have them throughout your trip. Especially if you are flying with kids, this is a great option to keep the kids quiet, because yes, they may get that little bag of pretzels when they're on the flight, but that won't last long. So having different snack options that your kids are used to, or if you don't have kids that you're used to, is convenient and it saves money. My second tip is to take those snacks out and about while you're traveling, not just on the flight or on the train or whatever transportation you're taking. Take the snacks in a bag with you while you're out exploring a city. This will curb the need to go out and pay for food while you're out and about. Now, of course, you may want to try some exotic food in the city that you're in, which is perfectly fine. But if you're on a budget or you really aren't one to explore when it comes to food, take your own snacks, and that way you'll save money from being out and being tempted to buy something when you're hangry. This next tip has to do with your liquids, specifically water or whatever beverage you want to drink while you're traveling. I usually travel with a collapsible water bottle that I can reuse over and over, but I've got one here from home that I'm just going to show you. But yes, you want to carry some kind of a water bottle or thermos with you. Now, it depends on what you're going to be using it for. And you're thinking, okay, what do you mean? Am I going to be using it for? Again, I usually do the collapsible water bottle. It's silicone, and so it's not going to leak. It's going to keep my stuff kind of cold, not very cold, but cool. And it definitely is not going to keep things very hot. So carrying a thermos can keep your drinks either really cold or really hot when you're out and about. Now, why is that important? Well, let's say you are about to leave your hotel and go explore a city, and you want to have your coffee. You may go and get some free coffee from your hotel, and you down the coffee and you're about to go out the door. But you know that it's going to be a long day and you're gonna need that extra caffeine. Carrying a thermos means that you can refill this thermos with your second coffee of the day. Carry it around with you and have your coffee as you're out and about. This will cut down on you trying to buy coffee while you're out. You've got your free coffee from the hotel. It may not be as fancy as the coffee that you can buy when you're out and about at your local cafe, but it is free. It's saving you money. Another thing that you can use a thermos or a refillable water bottle for is a safe. Most people don't think of, putting valuables in a water bottle, but if, let's say, you're staying in an area that may not be the greatest as far as safety goes, you could use this as a makeshift safe. And you could put it in your luggage that way too. Now, of course, your luggage is going to be x-rayed, and they could pull out your water bottle and inspect it and be like, what are they storing in here? But just know that you can store stuff in here. You can store those little tiny souvenirs that you bought on your trip. Let's say you bought some magnets or something kind of small. Maybe it's something breakable. Maybe you bought one of those little snow globes or something. Drop it in here. If for some reason it breaks, it's going to be in a more or less waterproof container, and it's also going to save space in your luggage, because if you're already accounting for space for this, keep in mind, everything inside here is hollow, so you can add more stuff inside here. If, let's say, you are on your way back from your trip and you have a wet bathing suit, or maybe it rained and your socks got wet, and you don't have anything to put it in. Maybe you didn't bring some bags, or, you just don't want to get a wet bathing suit all over your nice clothes. I mean, obviously you're going to wash your clothes when you get home, but you just don't want it to get musty. You could put it in your water bottle. I mean, obviously you're going to wash your water bottle when you get home. You're going to wash your bathing suit when you get home. But if you have a fairly decent sized water bottle, you could store it in here, and then everything else in your suitcase will stay dry. And that brings me to my next tip, which is, if you are going to be going to a place that maybe you really love the food there and you've been there before, I've had several times that's happened to me, or maybe you're just a foodie and you want to bring food back with you. You can, but you need to have something to put it in. So carry resealable bags, Ziploc bags, whatever you want to call them. Put some in your suitcase. That way you can put the food items in your Ziploc bag and then put it in your suitcase and keep all of your stuff from getting food all over it. You can also carry sheets of foil with you. Tear off some foil, maybe fold it up into squares, put it into your luggage, and you can wrap your food when you get to the destination. Now, if let's say your hotel room has a little mini fridge and then it has that freezer, You could wrap the food in the foil, put it in the freezer, and then right before you leave, take it out of the freezer, put it into your luggage, and now you can fly back home with this food that is frozen. And you want to do this because, again, the liquids rule, if it is spreadable, then it's not going to be able to fly if it's over 3 ounces. I've done this before where there is a restaurant back in my hometown has this amazing meal, and I got an extra one, froze it, and put it in foil, threw it in my luggage, and by the time I got back across the United States, it was still a brick of food because it was still frozen, wrapped in the foil. You can also carry a collapsible lunch bag with you whenever you travel. This is great for when you're out and about. You can put drinks in there and keep them cold, or you can protect your food from nature, getting hot or cold, whatever temperature you're in. And you can fold it down, put it in your luggage, and keep it out of the way while you're traveling. But let's say you do want to bring food back with you, you can put it in that lunch bag and maybe have it as your personal item when you get onto the plane. Now, let's say you aren't one who's going to bring Ziploc bags, you're not going to bring foil, you're not going to bring a lunch box or lunch bag with you. Your hotel could wrap this stuff up for you. All you have to do is ask. If your hotel has a restaurant, they're bound to have some type of Ziploc bags, they're bound to at least have foil, or they have takeout containers. So ask the hotel if they can package up the food for you in a way that you can put it in your luggage and travel back home. If you do this, I would suggest maybe giving them a little tip for their effort and using their supplies, but it doesn't hurt to ask versus trying to just shove food loose in your luggage. This next tip has to do with what you are actually consuming as far as your food when you're traveling, especially in other countries. I have talked about this in previous video, but you want to balance your proteins and fruits and vegetables. The reason why, just to let people outside America know, American food is heavily processed. A lot of the meats have hormones. Even if you try to get hormone free, it probably has hormones. And so meat in other countries is very, very different. To me, I feel like whenever I eat meat in other countries, it tastes so much richer, has so much flavor to it. However, it affects your body really bad. And you can get very sick very quickly if you are not balancing out the proteins that you're eating with fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are there to break down the proteins so your body can digest it properly. If you're not one to eat fruits and vegetables, that's me. I don't eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. And you're very protein heavy, that's me, also me, then you will get sick very fast, which I did. So whenever you are traveling to other countries, make sure that you are balancing out what you are eating. Now, this last tip, you probably haven't thought about it, but you're gonna really thank me when you hear this tip. Let's say you have gone to another country and you are about to leave and go back home and you have extra currency left over, which happens to everyone. I've had it happen to me. I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my time going and getting this converted back into US dollars. I'll just keep it. It'll be a souvenir, have some extra money. But if you have a good amount of extra money left over that you didn't spend, which I never really have that much amount because I always spend my money, then a great way to use it up is to buy gift cards. So when you get to the airport, or if right before you get to the airport, if you are somewhere where you can buy a gift card at a chain that is international, you can pay for the gift card with that currency and then use the gift card when you get back home. What I'm talking about is Starbucks, McDonald's, any place that is an international chain. Go to your local Starbucks in the airport, pay for a gift card with that leftover currency. It doesn't even have to be a lot. It can be $1. At least you're not wasting $1. And then you use that gift card when you get back home. You can also use it to pay for your Starbucks. But if you have that extra currency left over, just know that if you have a certain restaurant or international chain that is in your hometown, that is in that country, you can buy a gift card and use that gift card in your hometown. I hope you have enjoyed these travel food hacks and maybe take some of them with you on your next trip. If you have any travel food hacks that you swear by, feel free to leave those in the comments below. I would love to read those and find out and maybe even add them to my next trip. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And I look forward to seeing everyone in the next video. Bye!